So today I'm with the wonderful Sarah Chaudhry, and she's a professional makeup artist, very established already. My friend as well, so we thought we might do a video, and I'm actually at her house. So today we're going to be talking about tips from a makeup artist, and this time she's going to be talking about how to do makeup for darker skin tones, including skin and also your eye shape and eye colors and everything like that. Well, I'm going to be talking about how to do more Asian skin types as well, or Caucasian as well, in terms of the eyes and also the skin. So let's get started. Before we get started, okay, Sarah, you want to tell a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so I am a professional makeup artist, been doing this for about 7 years I think, and I do YouTube videos as well, and we're both beauty bloggers also. So yeah.
So her channel's in the information box if you want to check her out. She is amazing with eyeshadow.
Roseanne's amazing as well.
Oh, yeah. For a darker skin type, what kind of foundation tips would you have for getting the right skin? Because it's really important, right?
Okay, for me, when it comes to working on Indian skin tones, because majority of my clients are darker skin tone, the Indians or like South Indians and stuff. So the thing is, in Singapore we don't have a huge variety that caters to the darker skin tone, which is pretty sad, because there's a lot of really beautiful Indian girls here who cannot get their foundation shades. But if you were to get foundation shades, a lot of my clients come and tell me like, where should I get my color foundation? Do I get it here? Should I get it online? Several places that you can get your darker colored foundations at. The first one being Makeup Forever.
Yeah.
I would recommend going to the Pro Store rather than Sephora and stuff, because at the Pro Store you get like the more senior makeup artists there, and they are more professional and they will help you pick the color. There's a better variety of foundations at the Pro Store rather than at Sephora. And yeah, Makeup Forever caters to really from the fairest skin to the darker skin tone, so it's really good. Other than Makeup Forever, you can try Cosmoprof, the beauty academy, right? And it's at Seligi, and they cater to a lot of skin tones as well. And the good thing about it is there's somebody there who can help you try it on your face, so you can see what color suits you.
Cool.
And
you have to color correct and everything like that.
When it comes to darker skin tones, the biggest problem that they have normally, more common one, is dark circles. You don't really get redness on the skin and all, it's mostly dark circles. So a good concealer can cover that up, and even a good foundation like the Kryolan foundation that I use on most of my clients, that's at Cosmoprof, that covers up quite a bit, including the under eyes as well. So Makeup Forever, Kryolan, and sometimes I like to get online Graftobian. You've heard of Graftobian, right? Yeah, Graftobian is really good. I get it at Camera Ready Cosmetics, and again they cater, because I think because it was initially made or designed in the States or whatever, they know how to cater to a variety of darker skin tones and all, which is good, of course. So Graftobian is good.
They're like makeup artist brands too, like standard.
Yeah, because it's all in palettes, so you've got the lighter shades, the caramel shades, the darker shades, and you've got the correctors and stuff. So Graftobian's a good brand as well.
Yeah. So like I've heard about, in terms of makeup, it's like Graftobian, Kryolan, and Ben Nye as well.
Ben Nye is good. Ben Nye is really good. The banana powder. The banana powder is really good.
So that's cool.
What are your favorite picks when it comes to working on Caucasian or Asian skin?
Actually, what I do, right, it doesn't, I make sure I have a good foundation, and it could be Makeup Forever, the HD foundation I really like, as well as sometimes I just use the MAC Studio Finish. But I know a lot of people think that the MAC Studio Finish is really heavy, but the way I apply it is that it actually makes
Studio Finish, which one is that? Is that the powder or the liquid?
the liquid, yeah,
Liquid
foundation. And a lot of people think it's really heavy and cakey, but it's the way you apply it, right? Because what I do is I take actually a small concealer brush, and then I just run strokes of it onto the skin.
Okay.
But I make sure that the skin is carefully prepped before, so make sure you moisturize correctly, all the sort of dead skin or the dry skin is gone, and then you can apply your foundation. So after I apply the foundation, I use a sponge and I blend that out. Use something like a beauty blender.
Yeah.
So it is creating that flawless finish. It is providing you the coverage, and then it's not looking extremely cakey because you didn't take a foundation brush and just slap
Literally
it
all
over.
over, yeah.
So that's the sort of a tip I do. And then you would use some concealer. Now a lot of Asian girls, they don't really have very heavy under eye circles, which is different from more darker skin tones, and so it's not that important in that sense, but they might have a bit of rosacea or eczema sometimes, so it's good to color correct a bit with a green sort of color correct. And when you color correct, you don't just, slap it on
Yeah.
like a concealer. It's not supposed to conceal the blemish. It's supposed to color correct it.
Yeah.
And you see that your foundation looks a lot nicer after it's, completely gone. So yeah, that's, I think creating the skin is you find a foundation that you really like, and I'm sure that we all have
Yeah.
a few picks here and there, but it's the way you apply it as well to make sure that you have that level of coverage as well. So yeah, what about eyes though? Like, do you have any tips for darker skin eyes?
Okay, I've been doing this for a while, like I said, and a lot of the time, majority of the clients come to me and like, oh, I want something natural, I want something neutral. And I'm like, it's your wedding, why don't you try something in color? And they're like, I don't think it'll suit me, I've never tried colors before. A lot of them are used to colors which are like browns, golds, and bronze, which are the safer kind of colors because they think that's the only color that suits them. But Indians fail to realize, or even just darker girls in general, fail to realize that colors look so beautiful.
Yeah,
on them.
amazing.
Amazing, everything. Like, okay, considering my skin, I'll say I'm more of like a medium. So when I'm talking about darker, I mean somebody a bit more darker, like maybe darker in South Indians or the African American ladies and stuff. So a lot of them stay clear of colors, but now if you watch YouTube, a lot of the African American girls are doing really brilliant colors. So I think Singapore's a bit more conservative in terms of colors, so they're slowly opening up to the idea of colors. So what happens is normally when my brides come to me for trials, they're like, oh, I just want something natural, I want something because not because they want the natural look, but because they feel colors don't look good on them.
Right.
So when we try like greens and blues and purples especially, when they try and they see that, oh my god, this color looks so good on me, then they realize like, oh my god, you can actually carry it off.
Yeah.
So like a lot of the times when I do colors, like of course I don't slap on just one whole shade of blue or one whole shade of purple, mix up with a bit of golds and bronze, so at least you get them slowly to adjust to the color.
Right.
And when they see the color, they're like, oh my god, that looks good. And eventually a lot of them thankfully prefer going for the colors instead. So it's really, really one thing that I think a lot of Singaporeans especially, they have to slowly be a bit more open to colors, which a lot of them still aren't. But yeah, my personal favorite is purples on Indian skin tone. I love purples on their skin tone. It's really, really nice. It's a very pretty color.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how do you make it so intense though?
Like you said, also it always comes down to application. Of course, using a primer first. I personally feel whenever you want to apply eyeshadow to make it more intense, you just keep patting it on, because a lot of people tend to just drag it all over the eye.
Right.
So when you pat it on, you tend to intensify the color. So same thing with application, just pat on the eyeshadow. You just keep patting it on the same spot until it becomes as intense as you want it to be.
Oh.
And then you work with it after that.
Wow. And like, what about like colored primers? Do they help at all, or is it just you just need the initials or a primer?
For my, as in you mean for the face?
For eyeshadow.
For the eyes, I guess if you want the color to stand out more, you can use like a cream colored base.
Okay.
If not, my personal favorite is using the Makeup Forever. It's actually a face paint, but I like using it as an eyeshadow cream base because it's a bit beige, slightly lighter than their actual skin tone.
Yeah.
So that's good, but colors obviously stand out better on darker skin when you have a brighter base below.
Okay.
So whether it's like an aqua cream eyeshadow or whether it's just the Maybelline color tattoo, as long as you got a cream color base, it makes the color pop a little bit more.
Oh, okay, cool. And I guess for me, in terms of Asian or more Caucasian eyes, Caucasian eyes are really simple, I think. Right? They have the big eyes, they have the big
eyelids
sort of
and
double
stuff,
eyelids, great. And Asian eyes have a beautiful look, but the way I do it is I actually concentrate color onto near the lid line. And that way, when you concentrate color to the line, you smoke up a bit. It makes your eyes a lot bigger, and it doesn't create that, you don't have to create the artificial crease. Because on an Asian, if you create the artificial crease, it looks weird. Yeah, it looks very fake. So you actually make it smoky through concentrating color near your lid line and then smoking upwards. And you can see that that's what actually a lot of Koreans do as well. A lot of Taiwanese artists as well. When they do the smoky eye, they actually concentrate most of their color towards the lid line and then smoke upwards with something like a pencil brush, and that really helps as well. They also put like a bit of shimmer towards the upwards part as well, but not too much here. You don't want to put too much white.
But what about, because I know a lot of Asian girls like to use a double eyelid tape. How does that like in any sense make makeup a bit more different? Because you have to apply makeup on top of that double eyelid tape. So does it make work with clients who put double eyelid tape on.
Yep. And so what you do is you actually, it does work in a way where you just put the eye primer on top of the tape, and it does
So
stay.
you practically just work as per normal, just
Yes.
pretending that the double eyelid tape over there.
Yes. But you want to make sure that you put a little bit more eyeshadow because you can see it. It's quite obvious.
But there's no way to hide it though, right?
There's no way to hide it. You're going to see the indentation, the raised surface, and there's no way you can hide it. I mean, you can hide it, or you can distract people from it.
Yeah.
So you can apply the eyeshadow, maybe make it a little bit more smokier, and the darker the eyeshadow, the more it will cover the tape. So that's the thing that you just have to remember. And then you can just put false lashes and then fake contacts and the whole shebang, and then people won't even notice, to be
So
honest.
what's your personal favorite when it comes to colors for Asian eyes and for Caucasian eyes? What's your personal favorite?
Okay, so for, I guess everyone knows the natural sort of colors, right? Like browns, everyone can wear that. But in terms of Asians as well, I think purple actually does work very well.
Universal color, it goes well on
Exactly.
anyone. Yeah.
Exactly. So I think purple, in terms of smoky eye, that's really special. The purple smoky eye, where you just mix it with purple and a bit of black, and you smoke it upwards.
That's
It's a
very
very nice color as well for Asians. So I like using plum as well when I do a smoky eye, and that's why. I mean, even though I stick to neutrals, I do venture some even to plums as well, and very not so much blues or reds.
Oh, but you did blue the other day. It was so
I
nice.
did blue the other day.
So nice of you.
Thank you. So yeah, and I guess that's it. So if you have any questions, just let us know in the comment section below, whether you're looking for Asian, Caucasian, or darker skin, or anything that we didn't cover yet. Just let us know in the comment section below, and we'll get back to you. So yeah, this is Sarah. You can check out our channel in the information box below. And yeah, any last things to say?
I think the only thing we could probably sign off with is telling people that not to be afraid of colors and to venture out into colors. Even if it's like people normally freak out at the sight of like blues or greens, but you can always start off with like applying it maybe just at the lower lash line or just at the outer corners. But start playing with colors, because colors will really just brighten up your whole face.
Yep. Okay, so I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.